Hi, everybody. So for assignment number 1 this week in activity 3, so talking about this, finding the main idea and supporting details for a graphic organizer. So again, like in the previous assignment, you have the choice, either do this one or do this one. You don't have to do both of them. So what I've done is just blown them up a little bit. You can do Control plus on your screen and Control minus to make the infographics a little bit easier to read. So the first thing you're going to do is put the title of the text. So which one of those you chose to do. What's the topic? So let's look. Most of the topics we could probably figure out right from the title. So how is wind power harvested? Let's go over to the infographic. We could see some information about how it works, where the largest wind farms are, how much money it is, how much it costs, how fast it's growing, worldwide installed wind capacity currently. So if I was to say what I thought the topic was, it would be about wind power. Whereas if I look at the most polluted places in the world, I might look at this one and, let's zoom in just a little bit. We could see the most polluted places in the world. And then if we look underneath, Chernobyl in the Ukraine. So basically they list some information about why that place is considered one of the most polluted places in the world. Let's have a look. Is it the same thing that happens elsewhere? Yes. So we see all these different countries, cities, as well as the reasons why they sort of make the list as the most polluted places in the world. So if I was to talk about the topic, the title actually helps really give this one away as well. So the topic of the reading is about the most polluted places in the world. So the main idea. So let's read this over. The main idea can often be found in the first paragraph. So this is a little different because it's an infographic, and it's usually restated in the final paragraph. If you are dealing with a text that isn't written in paragraphs, look at the title of the text for a clue. So that's what we're doing with these two. Looking at the title, it helped to give us some clues. You can also look for words and phrases that are repeated. So like the wind power, there was a ton of stuff all over it to sort of explain more about wind power. So to test whether an idea is a main idea, ask yourself if all the other ideas, both words and images in the text, are a less important aspect of that data. So what you need to do is determine what you think the main idea for this infographic is. So why was this put together, and what on it helps you sort of determine that that's why it was put together. So why was this one put together? And then some evidence for that. So if you go over here, you're going to do the main idea of the article, and then I would actually put the title here is, and you're going to tell me what the main idea of it is. So you might have the first piece of evidence from the graphic organizer that supports the main idea is da da da. And then you might do the second, the third, and then the final. And you might incorporate more than one thing into each supporting detail. Okay, so that's basically day 1. This needs to be added to your e-portfolio, and it also needs to go into the assignment Dropbox. So let's just quickly skip over there. And I should have already built the rubric for this one. So let's have a quick look. Your view, just keep in mind, will look a little different than mine. So let's go to edit. And most of these I've already done the rubrics. So, yep. So we've got 2 here. I won't open the second one because that one's a badge activity. So assuming that you get a high enough score, then the badge will be released. So did you read to draw out ideas? So either you did this or you didn't, or it's a next step. So were you able to pull out really good supporting pieces of evidence for what you think the main idea is? Were you able to identify the main idea? Were you able to locate supporting details? Were you able to organize this information for writing and use writing devices appropriate to form? So in my quick example, I wasn't checking finishing off complete sentences and that sort of thing, but you guys should do that. So you'll get a score 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll also get your badge, assuming you get a score that's high enough. So that should keep you busy for Monday, and I will release another video for Tuesday. If you're still catching up other assignments, feel free to keep working on those and getting those caught up. And I'm noticing a few people still have to post on the discussion. So I'm wondering if people are doing the rough work for it and then not actually posting yet. So just double check if you've done your rough work, but make sure that you actually post it and create a new thread in the discussion area.